See, we already good at the concepts of working with the static variables, instance variables, right? And setters and getter methods and private variables. Today, we are going to discuss about the concept of encapsulation in Java. So first of all, what is encapsulation and why it is important? A very important concept. Encapsulation is the concept of protecting object information in communication. See, for example, of course, we define two objects, but whenever two objects are communicating, we must protect them. For that, encapsulation concept introduced. This is one object and this is another object. The first rule they introduced in encapsulation. Just think normally. Suppose here it is I am taking. Here it is I am taking that. Simply here it is a tablet and capsule. Tablet and capsule. Let me explain with these things only so that you will get a clarity. Easily you can understand. Suppose this is the one. What is the difference between these two first of all? See, this one you can touch directly the substance. No protection here. No protection. Can touch directly, simply. But look at this. It's a capsule. There is a protection. A cap is nothing but protection for the substance which is present inside that. See, inside that data is there, which is completely protected. Completely protected. Encapsulation concept is coming from the concept called capsule. In the same way, the first point is the class is always public because every object is a public object. Class is nothing but object only, na? Every object is a public object. Normal thinking. Suppose whenever you are walking on the road, you are just walking. So many people will appear to you. All are visible, na? See, all are public. Simply to say, all are public. See, normally we can say that we are public. Why we can call it as public? We are humans. We are people. Why call them as a public means a very simple answer. Public means visible to everyone. Ready to communicate. Ready to participate in communication. Ready to participate in communication. That is the first point. So, what are the rules of encapsulation? First rule is class is public. Class is public. So the reason is what? Hence, object is visible in communication. That is the first rule. So parallelly, let me write the code. Class is public class. Class is a public class. We need to take online Java compiler is the same. Online Java compiler. That is, the class is a public class. Here it is, I am taking one class. Public class, class name, any class name. Suppose employee. That is the first rule. What is the second rule? Again, suppose a person is visible on the road. Okay, can you tell the name of the person? Impossible. Impossible. You can't tell because the data is always private. Private data. So what is that name of the person? What is the age of the person? Address of the person? Mail ID? Mobile number? Account number? All the details are private. How can you access them? No one can access directly. The person cannot access directly. That is the second rule they introduced. Variables are private. Hence, one object cannot access the information of other object directly. Cannot access the information of other object directly. Simple. So that is simply to say variables are private. See here, now the second one I'm introducing. Private, you cannot tell the name of the employee. That is the second rule. Can you tell the name of the person who appears on the road? No. See, general thinking, simply they implemented in programming area. Now, so then how can we access? No other option, just communication. You have to communicate. You should ask. You should ask. For that, setters and getters. Set method is for sending the data. Sending the data. Getter method just to receive the data. That's all. Receive the data. That is the third rule. Every method, getters, getters and setters. Every method, every variable has getter and setter methods. Simply to send the data or to receive the data. Send the data or to receive the data. That's all. We know already. See, code we already know, but only the concept. Get method, how to? One is a set name. It is taking string. And how to set? This dot name is equals to name. Set method is not returning anything. Get method, get name is returning that name. Set name and get name. Simply to say, here it is, we are defining. How to access then? Employee E is equal to new employee. The question is, directly you cannot access. You have to call set name. Set name. If you want to give or if you want to display. Display. Here it is. Name is get name. E dot get name. That's all. When you run the code, you will get the output. See, look at this. Class employees public should be declared in a file named employee.java. This is one important point. Whenever you are working with a IDE is called Eclipse and all, you can write the public classes. I'll explain in the next class because I didn't provide the installation video. Right, today I'll share the installation video also. Please, as of now, in a single Java source file, multiple classes, you can't define it as a public. Reasons I'll explain in access modifiers concept. As of now, please remove this class as public. Now, if you run this code, you will get the output is Amar. That is, sir, why, sir? Two classes cannot be public. Why can't we define two public classes in a single source file? For everything, proper reasons are there in Java that I'll explain. This already we discussed in the last session, but according to encapsulation, we didn't discuss. Okay, these are the rules of encapsulation. Encapsulation rules are also called POJO rules. POJO means plain old Java object. So what is that POJO class? Every Java object must follow these rules. Minimum we should follow these rules. Sir, what are the rules? These are the rules. Encapsulation rules. Class is public. Second one, variables are private. Third one, every variable has getters and setter methods to send the data and to receive the data. If you implement these things, then exactly how you behave in real time, in regular life, in the same way, object will behave in virtual world also. Simple. We are public. We are visible to everyone. But our information is not public. It is private. No one can access our information directly. Okay. If they want to access, what they have to do? Simply, they have to communicate. How communication is possible? Using getters and setters. What is the purpose of getters? To receive the data. What is the purpose of setters? To send the data. That's all. Okay. Please do this quick. Once again, you please write the code and drop the code in chat box. Fast.